now listening to
This is it. Whoa.
the Queen's Table with Ja Indigo. Yeah. Serving royalty on hyperadio.com.
What's good, yo? What's good, son? You my son right now.
Son now, okay.
Hey, what's good, everybody? It's the Queen's Table. It's your girl, Ja. Yes, I got an awesome show for you guys tonight. I'm so happy to be back actually sitting at the table. Y'all know we usually have the drip sessions that's going down. But tonight we got the 101 with my big dog. What's good, Shadow?
What's happening, John? It's kind of weird doing all this, but I think it's going to be cool. I have confidence in you.
Definitely. No pressure. No
Yeah,
pressure.
say that.
So, yes, you guys, I definitely want to thank everybody that's tapped into the live on IG Live, on Facebook Live. Yes. You guys, we're going to have a treat for you guys because we're going to learn about the man that is in the shadow, the Black Panther of Sacramento. We're going to go in and...
We renamed that as Shadow Mentor.
Shadow Mentor. Okay? Stand to be corrected.
Yes.
We are going to go in and learn about him and what all he has going on. Right now, he's on the tour. How has the tour been going?
It's actually going great, but, I'm guest tonight.
Indeed, you are.
I'm guest tonight, so we're going to have to switch this up. I want to sit in the guest chair.
Oh, okay. Hey, you have at it.
Tonight, this ain't my house. I'm visiting.
Yes.
I ain't got to pay the rent now.
Okay. Would you like water?
No, I'm fine now. Thank you.
All right, you guys. Make sure you share the live. Again, this is your girl, Ja. It's the Queen's Table on hype-radio.com. I got Shadow Miller. Damn. Shadow Minto. Because, see, I just call him Shadow. But Shadow Minto is in the building. I appreciate y'all. Like I said, share the live. Let's go ahead and get into it. How's the tour been going?
Tour's great. A lot of good feedback from people. I'd like to thank everybody who's had me on their show. The invites were great. The vibe was good. The love was there.
That's what's up.
It's just been a great thing.
That's what's up. That's good. Now, for those of you guys who don't know or who have missed any of the previous shows that he has done, you are, like I said, you are at the right place. You're in for a treat. We're going to learn about this guy here. Now, for those who don't know exactly who you are, let the people know who Shadow is and what all you do.
That's a complex question.
It is very complex.
As everybody should know, I am Shadow. I've been in Sacramento for many moons. I have been running a promotions and marketing company for the same amount of moons. That is Shadow Promotions, by the way. I am running Hype Radio, that's Hype-Radio. And I also have a show called On the Real Videos on Cable Channel 18.
Yes.
I've been head of security every club this city has had. That's been a banging club. I ain't been no security in no boozy ass club.
Let's get that right.
But I've done many things from northern Nevada to San Jose all the way over to the East Coast, son.
Okay, that's what's up. What they say, dead ass facts.
Dead ass facts.
All right, okay, dope. So I want to kind of get into let's start here. Where did the name Shadow originate?
Well, there's
the obvious.
We'll go with the obvious story. The obvious story is going to keep me out of trouble. So obvious, is a dark-skinned dude walking around, and I'm good at what I do. So the Shadow knows. Plus, the whole thing, Pac saying, the Shadow knows the hearts of men. It was a show back in the day, the Shadow knows. So it just all fits.
Okay. I've never heard of the Shadow Knows.
Oh, it's a old school. My mom told me about it. It's an old ass television show way back in the day.
Oh, wow.
Called The Shadow, and his thing was The Shadow Knows.
Okay, all right. Well, there you have it. And so, as far as getting into the radio side of things, I want to get the history there. Now, as far as I know, well, first I'm gonna take you here. Now, I'm privileged to actually be on Hype Radio. And we're going to start off there because I've heard so many stories. He's filled me in on so much, the history behind radio, behind what he has done. So we'll start off here by, how did you actually get to know me? How did we meet?
Ooh.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
What's crazy is one of my interns at the time when I was starting out 103.5 The Bomb, Jacine,
Shout out to
Gene
Holla.
Ford, Ja Holla. He was hearing that I was starting up a little radio thing. He's always got the bug for playing in radio.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, bro, I got a female that I work with that I think we could come together and do a little show. And I'm like, bro, if it's you, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've always rocked with you. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
So he brings you in, and I'm looking at you, and I'm like, okay. We do the whole little meet and greet.
Okay.
You leave. I pull him off to the side. I'm like, who the fuck is she, bro? He was like, bro, you wouldn't believe it if I told you. I said, well, try me.
Mm-hmm.
He said, that is Mac Dre's blood sister.
Right.
And I was like,
Bullshit.
you full of shit. So the next time I saw you,
Mm-hmm.
you know I had to pull your card. I'm like, so I'm hearing this thing about you, and I'm just wondering if it's true. Are you Mac Dre's? Yeah, I'm his sister.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, for real?
Right.
And from that point on, it's been a family affair.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
So
indeed.
when you say that you privileged and honored to be here,
Mm-hmm.
rest assured it is a privilege and an honor to have you here on the platform.
Dope. Feeling is definitely mutual. Okay, so
I'm sitting next to Mac Dre's sister. Fuck all y'all.
so dope. So I just kind of want to give you guys a background on how I came about and how we met each other. I ain't gonna lie. When I first met Big Dog, he was mean, y'all. He looks mean and he was mean.
Lies.
Yes,
Lies.
that security was on.
Lies. I'm a teddy bear.
Yes, now that I know you, yes. But when you was in security mode when I
Hey.
first met you,
If I don't know you, hey, you just got to go through it.
no games was played.
There's a screening.
But now we're family and it's all good.
Yep.
So, now where did you grow up?
That's a little difficult because I was a military brat.
Oh, okay.
Father was security police in the Air Force, so we bounced
Security
around.
police?
Yeah, he was a menace.
Okay.
He used to love when the clubs they used to have the things called the old nighters at the NCO club,
Mm-hmm.
where different bases would show up to the NCO club and
Okay.
party all night long.
Oh, I know the base party used to pop
Oh,
because I remember my mom used
shit,
to go
they
to
used to
Alameda.
smack.
Yeah.
Dad's favorite thing was to wait for the end of the night
Mm-hmm.
for somebody to fuck up.
And he was on their ass.
And he was on their ass. Him and his whole squad, they were known for it.
Ooh.
They were known for it. So I've been the base to base all
He
across
took his job
America.
serious.
Oh yeah, real serious. He rewrote their whole procedures and everything. He got stationed at Clark in the Philippines and did all kinds of shit. Dad been everywhere and But so I was basically Georgia and California.
Okay.
When Dad got stationed at Mate Air Force Base, I didn't want to be here. I'm from Georgia.
Yeah.
I don't want to be.
Like,
I don't want to be
where
on.
are we?
Daddy, Daddy, I don't want to be on the West Coast. I'm a Southern kid.
Right.
He was like, all right, son, well, you can stay here and go to school,
Mm-hmm.
but the summers you coming out to be with the family.
Okay.
Cool.
Uh-huh.
That's what I wanted anyway.
Right.
Year and a half of that, Dad was like, I'm tired of playing. I made you,
Yeah.
and whatever I made needs to be with me.
Right.
So I was then a West Coast kid.
Okay. That was kind of rough transition though.
Oh, it's so rough.
Mm-hmm.
Little dark-skinned kid, braids down his back,
Mm.
skinny. If I turned sideways, I disappeared.
Mm.
And I had a real strong Southern accent.
Mm.
So when people would ask me for things to write with, like a pencil,
Mm-hmm.
they were like, what the fuck is a pencil?
Uh-huh.
And then I had to ask for, I fucked around and asked for a pop one day.
Pop. Mm-hmm.
Pop.
We don't call it pop.
And
we call it
everybody
soda.
looked at each other in the room like, what the fuck is a pop?
Right.
And I was like,
Oh, you want me to pop you?
a pop, a cold pop.
Uh-huh.
Took somebody's mother to come out the kitchen. He means soda.
Yeah.
I had 3 homies turn around like, nigga didn't say soda.
Please.
And then when I started hearing hella,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what
Hella
is,
California right
what is
there.
hella?
Yep.
So we
You
went
said
through the whole
West Side.
we went through the whole little transition to that. But I grew up half and half, Georgia and Cali. But Cali's where I stomp now, so I'm Southern born, West Coast raised.
Okay, there you have it. Now, as far as getting into the music industry, now when did this start? When did the bug come for you to get into promotions and radio? Was this when you were a teen?
Nah. When I got into the promotion side of it, it was the hustle side of it.
Oh, okay.
My love for music came around junior high school.
Mm-hmm.
But I was actually going to ARC carrying 21 units and playing ball.
Mm-hmm.
and couldn't find a job. You know,
Okay.
That's basically what it was. So a partner of mine let us use his townhouse because his mama bought him a little townhouse to use, and we threw house parties in it.
Oh, okay.
So that was my promotion side of it because I would sneak into the library and Jimmy open the lock and run the flyers off illegally and pass them out. And, you know, during the football games, you know, passing out flyers.
Right.
You know, doing that. And we show up. That's what it was.
Okay.
And it just so happened that, may he rest in peace now, Bobby Gray showed up to one of my parties. He was actually vice president of AWOL Records at the time.
Okay. All
so
right.
that's kind of like, yeah, so that's where it started happening there because he was then coming to the parties and seeing what I was making happen. And he asked me one day if I could do a party for him. And I was like, sure. Where, when, and how much?
Okay. You was on your Jamie Foxx.
Oh, yeah. So he put me to work, and I threw a party downtown, and he wouldn't tell me who I was throwing the party for, but it ended up being that I was throwing the party for Spice One and RBL Posse.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was a giddy little kid, but, you know, I had to be that cool nigga up front.
Yeah.
You know, I had to be shadow.
Right.
Yeah. So that was pretty much how all the promotions and marketing pretty much kicked off. Shout out to AWOL. By the way, happy birthday, SIBO, today.
Yee! Happy birthday, Sibo.
Happy birthday to the mob father.
Yes, indeed. I want to take a moment just to thank everybody. I see you guys are tuned in on the lives, on Facebook Live, on IG Live. Definitely appreciate you. I got Shadow Miller. Why do I keep saying Miller?
It's Shadow.
Minto.
We in Shadow Minto.
I got it.
And Shadow is running Shadow Minto. That's what it is.
Yeah. Shadow Minto in the building, y'all. It's your girl.
Y'all gotta go change your driver's license. You from Shadow Minto, California now.
You know what? I do, and no, I still got San Leandro on mine. It hadn't changed yet, but that's all right.
That's sneaky.
Yeah.
It's gonna take them a while to come find you. Is that what it is?
Exactly.
I used to do that too.
I don't want to let go of the Bay.
I didn't want to let go of where I was at. But
y'all see what it is. You know what I'm saying? All the time, representing.
All the time.
Yes. Make sure y'all share the live. Share the live. We appreciate you guys. Let people know we got Shadow Minnow in the building. It's your girl Jaja. It's the Queens table on Hype Radio, hype-radio.com. And if you are on the go, make sure you download that TuneIn app and look for the logo. So the Hype Radio logo, as you guys see in the background. So let's get back into it. Now, what was your first job in radio?
My first job would have been, I was an intern for 103.5 The Bomb.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That is interesting itself. So you start off as an intern.
Yeah, I started off as an intern because I talked one of my brothers into quitting his job when we were working at Vacaville to leave the job and go DJ for the radio station for 6 months for free.
How did you convince him to leave his paying job
with wife and kids?
Oh, whoa. You
it
had
was
one
3
hell
days.
of an influence on him then.
It was 3 days. I took 3 days total to finally talk him into throwing in his two-week notice, cut ties, and went and did his thing for 3 months for free.
He must have had a passion for DJing. He had to.
We all had a passion for this game, and that was my whole line of the conversation. We were like, dude, we always talk about this. If we don't jump off the cliff, we'll never know. We getting a little
D-Funk in the background. Look, he over there promoting.
Yeah, so I talked him into leaving. He was DJing at other clubs, so he had some money coming in, but we would never ever have an opportunity or a chance like that again.
Yeah.
So I talked Tosh.
Shout out to DJ Tosh.
Into leaving his gig at the children's home. 6 months for free. And he then became the mix show coordinator. He became the assistant PD. His last title was PD of 2 radio stations. He was
PD's program director.
Yeah, he's the HNIC. He was the program director for 103.5, Hot 103.5 at the time.
Yeah.
And he was one of 2 black program directors for country stations in the country.
Wow.
So
that's impressive.
He's a beast. I'm glad I talked him into it. He was a beast.
Yeah.
So when I did my internship, I did it under Sana G, who was in the Bay Area, running the Bay right now.
Yep.
She's a beast, monster. But when she was at the station, she was getting ready to go to Houston to be a PD for a radio station in Houston. And I was throwing a nightclub in a club called Regan's in the Arden area. And she was like, "Shad, I need to talk to you I'm getting ready to leave, and I can't think of anybody better to run the street team than somebody who's already running a street team.
Yeah.
So she put me in position to slide in when she was leaving.
Oh, much love to Sana G. That's dope.
Sana is I owe Sana a lot.
Yeah.
Because Sana was a wake up call. Because I go up there, I quit my job. I was slinging shoes like D-boy style at Nordstrom's. And
you was on them high end shoes.
Hell yeah. 12% commission.
Getting that good commission. I was going to say that good
12%
commission.
commission? You couldn't tell me nothing. And
Right.
I hate feet. And I had to deal with feet every day.
Yeah.
But when I'm selling a pair of $1,200 boots and I know I'm getting 12% of that, oh,
Definitely.
we can deal with your feet for a little
Right,
bit.
right.
So I left Nordstrom's and went to go intern. And I showed up the next day with my pen and paper and I'm dressed and I'm ready to go. And I went to say, okay, so teach me something. She was typing. She stopped typing, swung around. She said, well, first lesson is you better pay attention because I ain't teaching you shit. In this game, you're going to learn or you're going to burn.
Hands-on, yeah.
And I was like, okay. And then she swung back around and kept going. I'm like, well, goddamn, if you was a dude right now,
Right.
I'd hit you in the back of your head. But you Sana G.
Right.
And she gave me the reality pill. Like, it was the real shit. Like, the whole time I was there, anybody I've known, anybody in radio I've ever known has done the same thing. You had to learn on your own.
Yeah.
Now, people were there to help you here and there.
Yeah.
But as far as sitting down and A, B, C,
Right,
D,
right.
you can forget that.
Yeah. Yeah, ain't none of that. I can tell you that right now. It's everything is you thrown in there and you gonna sink or swim. And I actually love it, honestly.
You actually are adapting to it real well because I can't teach it any other way. So I only know one way to teach it. And I've created monsters in this game. You know, I've done, you know, there was DJ Tosh. There was Jacine. There was Nikia. There was, hell, I helped DJ S1 because Toasty wanted to teach him how to DJ. You know, I was like, but like, give him a chance. Let him get on the radio because he knew what he was doing. But I've done Big Famous.
Yep.
Man,
It was just his birthday too.
Yeah, happy B-Day to little bruh. Like,
Yes.
I put a lot of beasts in the game. And
Wasn't you working with Ebro? Because I remember you done told me stories about Ebro too.
now, Ebro is a whole different monster. Yes and no. I
Okay.
was still doing my street promo work, and that's when the radio station was coming out, and Ebro was sitting up at the station playing CD singles
Oh,
for the
okay.
station.
Okay.
I was approached by different people to do the street promotion to help bring up the notice, everybody noticing that the radio station was out.
Right.
So I did that for a while Ebro was running command. I didn't really get into the station until Ebro was running 103.5 The Bomb and a station in Oregon.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So at the time, he took the liberty of going to stay in Oregon and running us through phone and emails. But either way it goes, you learn.
Right. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I just think it was pretty notable just to know that Ebro was here. He was right here in Sacramento. When you told me
Yeah.
that, I was like, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, Ebro is Mr. New York now.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
he is.
That's where I always put him.
He is.
You know, I didn't know any better till you told me he was here
a monster.
first. Yeah.
He really made himself to be what he is today. Hands down.
Big dog.
Give him all the credit he deserves. He is a monster at what he does.
For sure, for sure. And again, I want to just take a moment to thank everybody for staying tuned in. I see all of you guys on the live. Make sure you drop some comments. Let us know where you are watching and tuned in from. Definitely appreciate that. Drop those emojis as well. I got Shadow Minto in the building. It's your girl, Jaja, and it's the Queens Table on hype-radio.com. So we're just really getting into it and learning about the man behind, that's in the shadows, you know, the man behind Hype Radio. And I want to learn a little bit more about the street team because I've seen people post pictures back in the day of the bomb with the old school whips and just y'all wilding out. Tell me how that was. How did that even come about? And what was the experience like? Because y'all was in Oak Park, y'all was in the Heights, y'all was in the hood promoting.
Yeah, that was what's crazy is with that picture because you actually sent me the picture.
Yep.
That was actually a sticker stampede before I was officially there.
The sticker stampede.
That was a
Okay, they
sticker
was posted everywhere
it was-
around SAC.
Literally, they advertised that they were going to be at the park, and everybody who wanted to get a sticker on their car
Okay.
smashed through.
They was in a Granada, y'all.
It was an old school Granada,
Yep.
and this person and people would line up for us to put stickers on their bumpers. Crazy. Like, you can't put a sticker on my car. Not
Right.
happening.
No, we don't do that.
No,
not today.
happening.
No
Not
stickers.
happening. But these people were driving up and we were putting stickers on their car and thank you and giving them at the time what we call fat sacks. We gave out bomb fat sacks. So you got probably a CD, a t-shirt, a pin, a balloon. You got your little fat sack.
Right. I'm sure y'all remember that here in Sacramento.
So that was a big thing because we were the COVID-19 shot back then.
Mm-hmm.
Sacramento didn't have a hip hop station.
I know.
We had that other, we had KSFM 102.5 thinking they were pacifying us by giving us the MC Hammer song every now and then. That was stupid. You missed the whole market. So, on days you had to run wires up the wall and hope for a clear day and maybe catch KML on the fluke.
Right.
When the bomb came around, this motherfucker's killing me today. When the bomb came around.
And I'm sorry, we don't have no fan on right now.
It is what it is. So. My bad. But when the bomb came around, we was a shot. Mm-hmm. We were playing all the hip hop. Yeah. We were talking about all the things that everybody wanted to know about.
Yeah, and playing local.
Playing some local. Yeah. Because it wasn't a lot of local then.
Yeah.
So we really was for the people. Mm-hmm. So when I got on, the station didn't really want to go to the off-limits areas like the P, 24th Street, 29th Street Garden Block, Creek. The hoods. Mm-hmm. Me, I had passes. Right. I knew everybody. I'm in the hood where it's going to be appreciated. So, my boss, shout out to her. If it wouldn't have been what it was if she didn't give us opportunity. She was like, if you go in them areas and you get in trouble, it's you. And I was like, oh, okay. Right. Scared, but still. I got this. In the P, passing out CDs, T-shirts, Danger Island, T-shirts, CDs. Places that you don't go to get free shit without being able to get robbed. Right. I did it, no problem. So that was the beginning of the street team. So I started bringing on the little homies who was on my street team. Shout out DZ, shout out Kid Mossy, shout out Ja Holla. I had Beast, and we was all like, we don't care where it goes because we here, so we gonna let it be known. Right. And the people loved it because we were for the people.
Exactly. Connecting with the people. Well, that's dope because that's what you want. At the end of the day, everybody was listening to 103.5. At this point, we're listening to the radio, period. So to have the radio station come out and fuck with the people was dope, was fat, was big.
Weird.
You know what I'm
Weird
saying?
Here.
Yeah, and to pull up because I know y'all was doing like little spots where like sit-ins where y'all come and people just pull up on y'all too.
We were doing van hits all the time. Like we would literally be like, okay, we were in Del Paso Heights yesterday. Let's go to South there. So we go park on Florin and Mac Road because we had the contracts. We sit in the Taco Bell parking lot and people come up and give us a phrase. And
I missed that. I ain't gonna lie.
It was fun. It was fun. Ooh, it was fun.
I missed that. We had that in the Bay, of course, with KML.
KML, Street Soldiers.
Yes, exactly. Now, as far as like 103.5, and we're going to get into everything that you're doing, but I'm just, kind of just doing a little history lesson for the people. So 103.5, The Bomb, that's what you were a part of. Yes. Now, how did that, because it was, it broke my heart because they shut down. And that's the only thing that we had here coming from the Bay Area. Y'all know 106 knocks. Like you hear straight slappers all the time. So when you come to SAC, you trying to find a station out here. 103 was basically the closest you're going to get to something that's, lightweight popping. You got 101.1, 102.5, and it's like in the 90s some station. But 103.5 was pretty much who had it out here. And when they shut it down, they did it once before because I remember at a time that they was off air for a moment before. And it was dry and it was horrible. And then this last time that it happened, it hurt. And so we all wonder, like, what had happened?
Well, see, I had an inside scoop, so I'm going to give it to you, whether I get in trouble or not. Go back in time to the original. It was some contract bullshit that happened. We got pulled into the contract fight. We were an independent radio station. We were fighting a corporation. They weren't expecting us to be as successful as we were going to be. They thought we were going to fold under, but we were kids who was learning the game corporately and was hitting it from behind. We was killing the game.
Busting wide open,
we
huh?
was killing it. We was killing her. It was ridiculous.
Okay.
And they pulled the cord and bought it out, and they paid off the owner, and the owner didn't want to let go, and we eventually fell to corporate power.
Ugh.
So at the time, a lot of the management, which I was, because I worked my way up from intern to assistant promotions director, all the way to the promotions director, and all the upper management, except for a couple of key cats like Tosh. I want to say JR. JR was let go when I was let go, but Tosh was definitely somebody they had to take because Tosh was the whole station. So they let go of basically the management team at 103.5 The Bomb, and they were trying to figure out what they were going to do. So that was the dead air. But then they flipped it because they tried to take over, we'll say, KSFM's market, which isn't us.
Right.
It was the others, Roseville, El Dorado Hills, Rockland.
Yeah.
But you couldn't do that because, 102 had put in their work. They had a solid, that was their property.
Yeah.
So you couldn't fuck with them. So then it flipped over. And they couldn't keep the name 103.5 The Bomb. They wanted a whole different identity, so they did a contest and they came up with the Hot 103.5. And it was cool, but it wasn't the same hunger. It wasn't the same reason to have it done.
Right.
It wasn't the same type of people behind it making moves and choices to benefit the area. It was a whole different scene.
Motives was different.
So as time goes on, the company, Entravision, has many radio stations across the country, but they were losing money in their big markets.
Do you think that was due to now with having online radio? Do you think that has a lot?
I think that could have been a part of it, but I think it was part like here, where the money wasn't coming in. The sales team here didn't know how to sell a hip hop station.
What?
It was mostly these are cats who come from a Spanish style station. So they couldn't
Now that
sell.
makes sense of why it's.
It is what it is now. Fuego, I think it's called, or some shit.
Yeah.
So they didn't know how to sell a hip hop station, so they were losing money.
That's crazy to me. We are the biggest, we run shit.
We
Hip hop,
buy
come
everything.
on.
We buy everything. We don't care if it's a pandemic, alien attack. We spending this money.
Right. That don't even sound correct to
So
me.
that lets you
don't
know
sound
just
legit.
how bad it was.
Yeah.
So when they elected to take the money and put it in their bigger markets that were failing, this market here suffered. And they had to end up shutting down Hot 103.5, which turned into Fuego, which is the bullshit you hear now.
It is. I didn't want to come for y'all, but it is. It definitely is bullshit.
It is 2021.
I don't even listen to it. And now you got everybody listening to your own playlist off your phone or what is it, Sirius or some kind of online radio.
Apple.
It's garbage. It's garbage. I'm just gonna call it what it is. That was a dumb move. That was a dumb move. But for you,
thank you.
Great move.
Thank you, Entravision, for doing that dumbass shit.
Right.
Because I only know radio one way. And when we were coming up in radio, it was get it done. Don't know how you going to get it done, but get the shit done. So I come from that background of hustle, make it happen. We by any means. So when I came up with the idea of actually creating my own station, which was some years back, I was already implementing what I knew, how I was brought up into the game, and putting it together slowly but surely. My thing was all about quality.
Yes.
A lot of cats came up and they putting it together and they moved faster, but their quality wasn't there. I'm all about quality first. Because our boss, she
no games
at all.
I see D-Funk over there shaking his head like memories, like
D-Funk, Toast,
man,
JR,
she went hard.
Bootzilla, Enoch, I can go on and on with names. They will tell you I was getting fired about twice a week.
God damn. What were you doing? Nothing?
The first time I was there, my first week, the first time I got fired, I was told, write a proposal, make sure it matches up to the times, commercials, all that stuff, make it all happen, and bring it to me. So I write it up because I'm having to look at others and I'm trying to figure out because nobody's going to teach you.
Right.
I'm putting it together, but then I'm like, fuck. It would really impress her that if I go in there and the parts that I think are kind of shaky, if I would underline them in a red ink pen and kind of like show her where I think that I messed up, that would kind of show it.
Yeah.
I walked in, handed it to her. She looked at it. She looked at me. She said, "Get out my building."
What?
I was like, "Excuse me? Get out my building."
What she didn't like?
I wrote in red ink pen.
Oh, okay. Okay. So she
Literally funked out.
That's what the teachers do.
G-Funk at the time was an intern. He was like, "Where you going?" I got fired.
Because you
Because I wrote in red ink.
Oh.
So I grabbed my stuff and I'm walking out the door and she's like, "Shadow, come here." I walk back in the office. "Yes, ma'am."
Mm-hmm.
Don't nobody, and I mean nobody in this building, writes in red ink but me.
Oh shit. Okay.
I haven't written in a red ink pen since then.
Oh wow.
You bring me a red ink pen and put it on my desk or in my bag or something, I'm gonna look at you like you crazy. But she was serious. I was literally getting let go once, twice a week over little bitty shit.
Right.
But she ran that station so tight. You had to make sure it was clean. We got compliments from artists coming in all the time. "This is so clean. It smells so good." We go places, it smells like it's a dirty garbage can everywhere.
This is true.
I do that here. I vacuum. I got air freshener. You can't even put. I got coasters. When you come to my house, you got a drink. You don't put it on the coaster. They will get on you because I don't get on them.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I just got to pause for the cause. Our station is immaculate, and he puts pressure on anybody that come in here. So you come in here, you already know what it is. You got to respect the house, the table. Our table stay clean. The room is clean. It don't stink. It's A1. And I have been. Now I understand because I've now visited stations and I see, whoa.
Carpet wore down.
A
You
mess.
got old food in the refrigerator.
A mess.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, so I get now, but when I first came here, I was like, well, he did not play. He don't play about his table. He don't play about nothing. Everything has a place and has order, and I respect and appreciate that. But now I know where it comes from, and I also appreciate it because I've been places where I see it not so much. So
Nasty. And I'm going to put it out there because I've been to KML, and it ain't so fresh and so clean all the time.
Don't come for KML, okay? I'm not gonna let you do it.
I'm going for 2021. I'm going for everybody. This is what it is. Like, if you ain't tightening up your game right now, I'm coming for you.
Yes, and speaking of 2021, now we got this Shadow 2.0. Should be 2.1. 2.0, the new and improved. What's up with that? What's that all about?
19 and 20 were really, really hard years.
19, 20?
19 and 20 was really, really
19 and 20. Okay,
yeah,
got
really,
you.
really hard years for me. I had a lot of personal issues I was dealing with. 19 rolled into 20, and it just tripled. You know, I lost my brother. You know, shout out King Kahali.
Yes, rest in peace. Yes.
During that week, I lost 6 other people within 10 days.
That's crazy.
I take care of for those who know and don't know, I take care of my mother full time. My mother got sick. We are 2-time now cancer fighter winner.
There you go.
Since the pandemic, my mama has been on restriction. She can't go outside and play. Don't call her to come out and play. It's not happening. My father, who is the only man on this planet who I would fear at any given time, my daddy getting old.
You're starting to see it now.
I'm seeing it now, and I'm like, so now I'm helping out with Pops when you know, he hard-headed like me, so he ain't gonna just ask for help. I literally got to go force it.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of things, you know, and I've gotten my blessings here and there, knowing that, you know, I am a child of God.
Yes.
But it's been hard, and this last part of last year with this pandemic and all my personal stuff and trying to figure out how to make this work and I'm gonna still continue it or not was real heavy on me, and like it showed. Like my barber, when he saw me, he was like, "Who are you?"
When I seen you last week, I said, "Who are you?"
Yeah, it was bad, but you know that was that whole little depression, and you know, being a black man, and we as black men, we don't admit that. Well, I'm here to let you know I was in a solid depression, and I fought through it, I think, and now my whole thing with the, you know, I am Shadow New and Improved 2.0. I'm making the best out of everything now.
That's
you
right.
know, for me to be here and be doing the things that I'm doing, I'm blessed to be able to do these things.
Yes.
I'm blessed to have gone through the lessons. Even as bad as 1920 was, I tell people all the time, because I'm a better giver of advice than I am a taker of advice. But my whole thing was, God is never going to put anything on you that you can't handle.
Yeah.
So I knew that come 21, which happens to be my favorite number, I'm turning on the switch. And we're doing everything. I got a lot of stuff planned with you, with Defunk. We finna upgrade all of this. I've already talked to different people. We got, it's 21, regardless of this pandemic or not, we gonna be all right.
We gonna be all right. We always gonna be all right. We always look at the glass as half full. I was just talking about that today. That's how we gotta look at it. Because at some point we gonna get a win. At some point, and if you look at life that way, just know that you're gonna get a win. We're gonna have those setbacks, those drawbacks. We're gonna fall. We're gonna get back up again, and we're gonna keep on pushing. And that's how I look at it. Because I ain't always forever winning. You know what I'm saying? I deal with things, the highs and the lows, but I just remember keeping God first, and I know He's brought me through the storm. And that's what keep me going. And I've experienced, the areas of depression too. I've lost people. I've been through shit. And it just puts you in that place, and it's just to be transparent is such a freeing thing. To let somebody know that you've experienced that and you're human is freeing, honestly. Because we keep it inside and we think we got to be strong and this whatever facade we're putting on. But I think when we just really put it out there and be okay with what we're going through, it helps somebody else to know, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Look, you've been holding it down and looking this good, and man, I couldn't tell, but the whole time you're suffering inside. But it's just kind of letting people know that it can be done.
Yeah, and it really hit me when I thought about it. I'm like, when my brother passed, it knocked me for a loop.
Yeah,
that was definitely a dagger in my heart. And we did a mural for him downtown. Shout out Gatlin for making it happen.
That mural real nice.
The day that we revealed the mural was the last time I had been to go talk to Doey. And I've had people take pictures and people hit me up, hey, we're going to go see Brother Day. I got to work. And I was like, you know what? The pain was so bad, I couldn't go see the mural. But this past Sunday, I was like, I'm going to go talk to Bruh. I'm going to say a couple prayers with him.
Yeah.
And, he'll talk back if something needs to be said. And we talked before he was, gone. We talked about a lot of things that I need to make happen, and I'm following that game plan similar to what Gatlin is doing, and we pushing this line, let it be known that we gonna keep his name alive forevermore, but we gonna also make our stamp here while we're here.
Right, real facts. Now I want to get into Hype Radio on the Real videos and what all you offer, so the people can know. Again, I just wanted you guys to get a little background on who he is, because he has been a major factor here in Northern California, in the Sacramento area. So I wanted you to know exactly who Shadow is and what he brings. So I thank you so much for giving us that little history lesson. And I want to thank everybody again for staying tuned in. I see the comments. We appreciate y'all. Let us know where you are. Drop those emojis and all that good stuff. Let us know where you're listening from. This is the Queen's Table. I'm your girl, Jaja. That's Shadow. I'll get to interview Shadow today. And we are hype-radio.com. Now, let's go ahead and talk about what Hype Radio, actually, what is this mission here at Hype Radio?
The mission here at Hype Radio is, while I was at the bomb, I've always had to hear, no one shows support. That was one of the biggest complaints ever. Because local artists always want to complain that no one's showing love, showing support. She needs the plug for the phone.
I was trying to be discreet.
Normally I see it, I got to do it, but today I ain't behind the scenes.
Read my sign language.
Yeah. So I created a platform. It's in the purse. Putting them all on blast today. I created a platform to where local artists, if you go out, see how it bounces? If you go out and you put in the work, the studio, the mix and master, and you got quality sound, I now have a platform where you can be heard alongside of artists from Jay-Z, Tupac, The Baby, Lil Baby. She got to go do it because he can't find it.
I put it somewhere else.
Oh, it's when they were supposed to be. I'm going through that before, too.
Here you go.
But my thing is now is just, I want to create a platform where local artists with real talent and the real sound can be heard in rotation. Like if you come and do an interview with us and you got quality music, you're going to get some quality playtime. You're going to be able to tell people to listen to the radio station because sooner or later, you're in rotation. You're going to be heard. And a lot of artists that's been here hasn't been really taking advantage of that. You know, they get on here and they do the interview and they think that's it. Well, if you got a good song, I'm keeping you in rotation. So now what we're doing is promo packages. I did that before, and everybody was trying to get the deal, knowing I'm giving you a deal, because I used to charge $3,500, no less than $2,500 for a promotion package for less time. Mm-hmm. So now, if you get in contact with me, I got a promo package where I'm going to create a commercial for you for the radio station. Your song is going to be in rotation. You're going to come on here, you're going to do an interview. Obviously, we're going to promote you because that's what we're going to do regardless. So you're going to get the social media push. You're going to get the recording and put on YouTube, so you're going to be able to take that and send it to all your people so you can interview and talk about your music that's coming up. It's really giving value to an artist, because as great as it is to sit here and talk to artists and play their music and find out it's going to be dropping next Tuesday, that's cool, but where's the real value in that?
Right.
So the real value is you're going to pay X amount of dollars, and I'm not giving that price on the air because it's low.
Right now.
Right now. And the question, the thing is, you better get at me right now, because when I get enough people on here, the price is going up.
Right.
I'm going to create a quality commercial for you. Your song is going to be played in rotation. I'm going to be able to tell you how many times your song is going to play a week. You're going to be treated like it's a real radio station here.
Because we are.
And that's what it is. We definitely are. This is not podcast.
Nope, this is not podcast. We say that again. I say that again and again and again. This is real radio.
This is real radio, 24/7, real music all the time. We got a mix show that's coming up. We got a lot of things coming up, and I'm saying this now because I'm giving you the playbook, because some of y'all just ain't gonna be able to catch up.
That part.
So it's come with a small budget. You know, I understand times are hard. Everybody getting caught up on the EBT cards right now, so your money getting looked in. But come sit down with me with a small budget. I'm gonna make a miracle happen for you.
Right.
So you, Funk, the whole hype DJ squad, everything, we're going to be the ones who's going to put on the next Sacramento hot artist. That is my goal for 21. We're going to actually take an artist that is here, and we're going to be the support behind that person, and that person is going to be the next one to step out.
Love it. Now, I appreciate you sharing the playbook with the people. And I see, actually, I got some comments. So I just want to take a moment because this is actually a good question. Just shout out Lou Tillman. He asked, is this going to be open to new genres? So I guess it's not hip hop. It's not rhythm and blues, jazz, soul. He must be thinking about something else. And you're asking, are we open to something new and different?
Depending on what it is, I'm not a rock station, but I do have a rock artist that is scheduled to come and do an interview. So that's open. As far as, we are a real radio station. I only know how to run radio one way. So once we get everything acclimated and everything's going right, which is going to be here within the next 2 weeks or so, you're going to hear clean hip-hop and R&B during the day. You're going to get your X-rated hip-hop and R&B at night during the week. You're going to have the shows going. But you're also going to get on the weekends, you're going to get reggae. You're going to get old school throwback. And I mean like Aretha Franklin, James Brown, the Temptations kind of thing. You're going to get a gospel show. You're going to get your church on Sundays messing with me, because you know, I was raised in the church.
Yes.
Regardless of what some of y'all have witnessed, I was raised in the church.
Yes.
I do know that I got a lot to answer for when I get to them gates, but you know, I think it's important to have God, and you know, a lot of people.
Soulful Sundays, I love that. I just look forward to that in the morning if I had to go to work or just getting up, cleaning or whatever.
Yeah, that was the Gospel Express with Tommy Goss, the #1 running show in Sacramento for decades. I'm not coming for you, Tommy. I helped put the show together. Toast did it. It was a guy before that I don't want to even mention, but I'm coming for it. So I have different genres of music. I'm not sure exactly which one you're asking for.
So again, the gentleman asked, it's rap, but mainly about dogs. It's a new wave.
I ain't never heard of no shit about a new wave about some dogs. So
you see, 2020 genre.
Tillman, you're gonna have to send an email explain that, maybe send a song, send it to itshyperadio@gmail.com, and we'll see what we can do. But we're also working on, what is that, a house.
House music.
House
you gonna bring
music.
back house music?
I'm doing it all.
Oh, I
Doing
love
it all.
house music.
We
I grew
already
up on
plan
house
on it.
music.
We already plan on that. So it's different genres going to be played here, but it's going to have its time slot. It's going to have its certain DJs and certain talents going to be working with it. This is a real radio station.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So hopefully that answered your question. Send your music in. I always, if you're following me on social media, on Facebook, that's where I actually communicate the most. And on IG, officially Ja, on Facebook is Ja. I always put out there to send your music into us so we can take a listen. We do, if we love it, we're going to promote your music, your videos. You can send those in to us as well. It's hyperadio@gmail. You can send that information in, like he said. Now,
wait, I got somebody over here
hey,
talking about spoken word.
What's
yes.
good? Yes.
We are working on a spoken word situation. So just give me a little time. We got events coming up. Spoken word, art shows. We got some comedy shows coming up. Like this is real radio.
We need comic
relief. And I still don't understand what the hell this new wave about a dog thing is. I can't wait to get the email.
You gotta send it in, bro.
I'm curious, but I'm talking shit at the same time because I ain't never heard no shit like that.
Send it in, bro. We definitely need comic
about
relief.
Dogs? What the fuck? Nigga, that's pound music. Ain't no pound. Ain't no
dog pound.
The pound. Dog. Now, you got the new dog pound,
right.
Then we good. But music about dogs now. I don't know.
Yep, you got it.
Scooby, MC Scooby Doo, nigga.
That is the email. You got it. Send it on in.
I'm talking shit, but educate me, please, because I need to know what it is. I want to know everything. I don't know everything, but obviously, because I ain't never heard no new wave about dogs.
We trying to get on the way. See what it
I'm
is.
6'6", and that went over the head.
Yes.
But
he said he's gonna send it in. All right. Now I want to talk about on the real videos. He's still stuck on it.
Crazy.
So I want to talk about on the real videos.
On the real videos.
What's going on with that? I know that this is it's Access
Cable, Channel 18.
Cable, Channel 18. So what's going on there? When can we expect some new artists and things coming up there?
The pandemic actually affected cable access. They're still doing things. They're starting out slow now. They hit me up asking me if I still want to contribute, and I'm like, of course I do. So on top of the radio and promotion side of the game, I want to control the TV. I want to control every aspect of entertainment, from radio to promotion to TV, all the media aspect of the game. I want my foot in its ass. So I used to watch, the video shows, the boxing, BET when it was quality.
Yep.
Now the reality show like MTV runs it like now, and we don't have that anymore. So my whole thing is I've created a show on the real videos. Y'all can try and copy if you want to, but it's too late. I'm putting it out. It's mine already. This motherfucker's killing me today.
You see what I mean?
Sweating like I'm playing ball.
Yeah.
On the Real Videos is a music video show that you can come and get an interview on, world premiere your song, tell everybody that you're going to have your video played at certain such day at certain such time. It's a real thing, and it's quality. Again, quality is what I'm going to enforce. You can't come sit up in my spot and smoke weed and blow it into the camera. You can't come sit up in my spot and get drunk. Now, I got a little bar situation we're going to finally open up. I'm reluctant, but I'm going to do it. You can come and get some sip on.
Yeah.
If you come in here and get twisted,
None of that.
it ain't happening. If you feel like you got to blow your courage smoke before you come in and talk to me, do it in the parking lot.
Before.
Can't do it up in this building at all. But that makes for quality, because you couldn't do that at KMEL. You damn sure can't do it at Hot 97. You're not going to do it in Hype Radio. Don't get comfortable. Artists, if you want to be an artist, start that shit now. Be professional.
Yes.
Don't come in here expecting some shit. This is a professional. Now, we cool. I'm going to teach you some shit. Maybe you can teach me some shit, but this is all professional up in here.
Yep.
So with the video show, you're going to be able to world premiere your music. You're going to be able to have it on television. It's going to be recorded. I'll be able to send you your recording because I'm putting it on the YouTube channels.
Remind me of Video Soul. I'm thinking.
To be honest, my whole vision.
Uh-huh.
Remember Big Tigger in the basement?
Of course.
That's my whole vision
Yes.
on the videos.
Yes.
You come down in mama's house, you go to the basement where he's kicking it, and you play pool,
I
you talk
miss
shit.
that.
But at the same
I
time,
miss that.
you talking real. Now, you can't curse on my show, but on that show, it was no cursing because that was a nationwide television show. But you can curse here. I don't have to have clean videos, but you ain't gonna just be blowing weed and drinking heavy on my. It's a professional situation.
Right.
We got some shows. COVID-19 kind of put a stop to that shit. 45,000 in the fucking hole because of it. But yeah. Anyways, we got a lot of shit coming up. So the On the Real video is going to be the Hype Radio side of it, and the Hype Radio and the On the Real video is going to be pushed by the Shadow Promotion side of it.
Dope.
It's a full circle.
Dope. So you guys be on the lookout. 2021, we are coming for it. We got a lot of stuff we're going to be delivering, so make sure that you stay following. We're going to give you all of the socials, so that way you know. I mean, if you're here, you know, but we're going to make sure that you know that you know that you know. And then I do want to talk about Black Dot Entertainment. See, what's up with that? What are you doing with that?
Black Dot Entertainment is pretty much, has always been the umbrella holder to all of this.
Okay.
It's crazy. I went and saw my dude at Rogue Stars Company. He's actually redesigning my whole look now for all of this. And I just happened to be talking to him and his mother. He takes care of his mother. And I got to meet her, and he was like, dude, you so mannerable when you're around your elders. I said, man, my mama might find out that I was rude, and my mama has no problem with coming out and whooping me in front of public. It's happened before, it can happen again. But I was mannerable, and she was asking me where I was from and who my mother was and the whole ooh-wop, and she said something about his name, his nickname. Well, I said, well, that's funny because my mama's nickname for me is her Black Dot. So I always had Black Dot Entertainment based on what my mommy called me.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. But he's real woke.
Yeah.
Like he's
He's
really
conscious.
real socialistic kind of thing. For those who don't know, Chuck Taylor, that dude's real open-minded, real strong, real smart. He was like, dude, you have no idea what that means, do you? And he was like, he said, so you do realize the sun was a god at one point in time. And I was like, yeah. He's like, well, what color is the sun? Me, I go back to crayon days. Well, it could be orange, it could be yellow,
right?
Fire.
Right.
He was like, okay, see, that's where they get you. When you set something on fire, what color is it? I said, well, if it burns, it goes black. He said, so what makes you think the sun ain't black? So when he saw the logo, he said, it's crazy because the sun is black. Your mom's been calling you her Black Dot. The sun at one point in time has been a god. So you know what your mom's been calling you the whole time? Her little god.
Her, yes.
So he got this whole new, like, in his eyes, it was this focus, this thing, and he has been creating and sending me shit for days now. So when we hit the street with Black Dot Entertainment running all this, oh, it's a whole new breath of fresh air that's going on.
Okay, dope. Now, I want to know as far as where you expand, because we got Hype Radio here in Sacramento, but we're not just here in Sacramento.
Absolutely
we are
not.
international
Yes.
as a whole, but there's different sister parts of Hype Radio. Is that correct?
Yes.
So if you can let us know where those pieces are, and even shout out some of our I don't know what we're gonna say, peers. Just shout them out so they can know, in different areas, where is Hype Radio also?
Hype Radio is definitely Northern Cali. So I'm Northern Nevada to San Jose. That's me. I work with KDS Promotions down in SoCal. That is LA. So I have Southern California Shadow Promotions. Well, it's going to now be Black Dot Entertainment SoCal.
Okay.
I have Black Dot Entertainment Las Vegas. Shout out Lamont Cobb. He is running my business for me very well in Las Vegas. He is also road manager for the Loonies. Yuckmouth is his main. I also have Man in Texas. So he's my Black Dot Entertainment South by Southwest. And then I have Miss Erica, who is my Dirty South Black Dot Entertainment in Atlanta. With Hype Radio, I've expanded to Northern Cali, Southern Cal, Vegas, Texas, Atlanta. We're being heard in the Ukraine.
Wow. Wow. I know we in Africa
Yeah,
because I get a lot of people
we're
commenting
Cape Town, Africa. On regular, Cape Town hit me. And then as of middle part of last year, I started doing things in Brazil.
Nice.
We get a real good feedback from Brazil.
Nice. That's dope. That's dope. I just want to take a moment just to pause for the cause and thank everybody for tuning in to hype-radio.com. This here is the Queen's Table. It's your girl Jaja, and I'm in the building with Shadow, aka Shadow Minto.
You do realize I can't say building anymore because of
building.
we
Get
always
it
in
right.
the building.
It's the owner of the building right here, and he is giving us the T, the 411 on Hype Radio, on the Real Videos, Black Dot Entertainment, and everything else in between. So I definitely want to thank you guys for staying tuned in. Like I always say, tell a friend to tell a friend to tap in, share the live, comment, all of that. We appreciate that. That lets us know you're here, you're active, you're loving it. We appreciate that. We need that. So as far as just coming from the shadows, like coming into the light, because you've been in the background of things. How does it feel to now be in the forefront? Because you got the spotlight.
Yeah, I got the spotlight. We got Taking It Back Tuesdays.
Yeah, and you
just
on
started.
tour and everything.
Yeah, tour. It's not as comfortable for me. Even when I was at the Bomb, they used to have to threaten me to go and do hits and do call-ins. I never wanted to be in the spotlight, ever. I always liked putting it together and watching it work from the dark corners. As of lately, a lot of people who I trust and value their opinions, when they give it to me, they were like, bro, you need to be out there.
Yes.
So
yes.
I've taken a leap of faith,
yes.
and I've put myself out there, and a lot of people who, like I said, trust and believe what they say, I've actually taken a leap of faith, and I'm on the little tell-all promo tour, and I got the show called The Spotlight, and we're doing the webcam series now. We got podcasts coming up, and it's still a little uncomfortable for me to be on the mic and the whole shit, but I was always told nobody's going to do what you do for you like you would do for you. So how can I sit up and call myself a leader in this and keep trying to tell you and somebody else how to run and make shit happen if I'm not going to do it myself?
Leading by example.
So my whole thing is I'm going to consider myself a boss because I own this. I pay the bills. I'm the king of this shit. But at the same time, I'm just like everybody else who I work with. I don't mind getting dirty. I've done it before. I'll do it again. If you're willing to go and do this, I'm willing to be right next to you to do it. Because sooner or later, you're going to be like, I ain't Bin Laden. I can't tell a motherfucker to fly a plane into a building and not go with him. Which I don't understand. You want me to fly a plane into that building and you ain't riding with me? Nigga, you crazy.
Right.
We ain't gonna make this today. but that's just me.
But you're doing very good. You're showing up.
Thank you.
You're showing out.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
I'm sitting here sweating because not like it's hot because I'm nervous in the motherfucker.
I got you nervous?
I have been so nervous about you interviewing me for about a week and a half now.
What? Hey.
I didn't know what you was going to come up with.
Hey. No, I'm good. That's why you wanted me to interview, because
Bless your heart.
Now, I want to kind of find out, because you talked about people that's kind of encouraged you to get in the forefront, right? Who is inspiring you? Who is your mentor? I know you got to have one. I know you got some inspiration.
I got a lot of inspirations.
And I know your mom plays a big part.
Huge.
But
I am the poster child for Mama's Boy. That's me. If you look up Mama's Boy in the dictionary, I'm leaning against the word.
That's this guy. But I know there has to be somebody in the business, somebody that mentors that you look up to too. We all have one.
I'm going to blank on his name. Which is a shame because
it is.
He
and then when you say his name, it's gonna be like, damn,
bro. Front Doc, help me out. He ran Def Jam for a while. He passed away early part of last year.
Oh, he passed away?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Thank you.
That's what he knows so much.
No, not Andre Harrell.
Shaquille Stewart. Oh, no, you say he passed away a couple of L.A. Reid.
Nope.
No.
Anyways,
I don't know.
I can't remember his name. I always forget his name.
Circle back. I stumped him.
But his whole thing was, like, it was the littlest things. Like, if you're going to be about this hip-hop shit, then be about this hip hop shit. This is not just something you do, it's something you live.
Yes.
And he was so strict about his shit that if you walked into his office and you had dirty Air Force Ones on, he wouldn't talk to you until you came back with some dirty or some
Clean.
Coke white.
Yes.
I got some Air Force Ones right now. Look like I've been stomping in cocaine for a year in the motherfuckers. I Scotch guarded them up for 3 days.
I got to say that is serious and that is real. I'm like that too. I mean, when it comes to Air Force Ones, they got to be or throw them away.
Yeah.
If they not 100%
They become
cocaine
yard
white,
shoes.
fresh, hey,
become yard
retire
shoes.
'em.
So if that little thing to him was so Lyles,
that rings a bell.
Kevin Lyles.
That's my boy right there.
Love you
Shout
for
out to
that.
Levi Moses.
Kevin
He be
Lyles,
knowing.
Kevin Lyles was a real big influence. I talked to him a few times professionally, and the way he saw the industry about taking it serious influenced so many other people. Forgive me for forgetting the name. I always do that. I don't know why, but
Well, rest in peace to Kevin Lyles.
he was such a beast. Like the littlest thing, tennis shoes. You know, we hip hop. The
It all makes a big difference.
You gotta have clean whites on. If not, you're
Presentation.
gonna be talked about. You couldn't have no bullshit clothes on. You had to, the whole shit.
Yes.
So that was a big influence as far as that goes. It was James Love from Def Jam. He put me on to a lot of promotion work. He was huge influence as far as mentor. But really, at home, of course, my mom. She's the roughest person on me. But I've had other influences like Tosh. He's a real influence to me.
Yeah.
Uncle is real big. Uncle 40. I go back with him many moons all the way back to AWOL and Birds in the Kitchen in a Major Way and his record release show. And, a lot of people who I've met through that have followed up. Big Omeezy. He's a huge mentor to me. I follow a lot of stuff he does. Andre, for the life of me, I'm forgetting his last name right now. But that's Conscious Vibes. Eric Warren, Shorty Got Beats. He's the one who actually gave me my love for music in junior high school. DOA.
Yes.
is I had the honor and privilege of meeting him when I was at the Bomb. He's so cool and laid back, but he's so right about his music game.
Shout out to DOA. I gotta just pause.
Yeah.
He gonna be coming on here soon, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm so happy he'll be coming to the show really
Wayne,
soon.
my cousin. He used to be on KSFM, but he gave me a love for music. When he was rapping, almost got signed to Death Row Records. Tyrone Gilliam. He's a major mentor of mine. When we did his artist E-Dub, who looked like Tupac spit him out.
Are you talking about the dude that played Tupac in the movie?
No, like if they would have got E-Dub to play Pac in the movie,
more than
he looks
boy.
more. I met,
Because I'm like, oh boy, look like that could be his child.
I met E-Dub in Sherry's down on Greenback and Florin Road, and Tyrone was talking about he wanted to do some street promotion with him. So I booked a couple of performances here and there, and he was talking about we were going to go to LA for the All-Star game, and he said, well, here he is now. And I turned around, dropped my fork, spilt my drink. I was like, this nigga's alive? Like, he was just, and then he talked, I'm like, nigga, you ain't Pac.
Yeah.
He looked like Pac spit him out.
What? That's
Scary.
crazy.
So we did the whole thing with E-Dub, and I flew to LA and did that. I was actually across the street, may he rest in peace, when Biggie got shot.
Who was across the street?
I was across the street putting flyers on cars in the parking garage. Tight, 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 tight. Biggie got shot.
What? I was just watching the movie before I came.
Yeah, it's a little bit more details to it than what the movie is showing. Like the movie is giving you the scab part of it. It's deep when you really deep. So I was there for that, and I was supposed to be in the 5th car behind Pac when he got shot with Bobby G. They went to the Tyson fight, but I think it was God's way of saying don't go because Mom wasn't feeling good. I had to stay and take care of her, and they called me like, nigga, Pac just got shot. Nigga, where's you at? Nigga, we 5 cars behind him.
Right. And it makes sense because this guy, if you see this man stand up, if you've come in here and done an interview, you see this man, he got his mask on, but he definitely is a security. You look like you would have been on Death Row Records. Like, I told you when I met him, he was so fierce. He was so mean. He was so like, yes. So
I don't believe it. I'm a Pop-Tart.
Security. This is the security.
All warm and gooey inside.
Celebrity security right here. Big dude. And he's working it out. And he's working So, as far as like, I just want to kind of get into people that may be interested in radio because I know that you're always looking for talent.
Always.
So I want to get into that. Before I get into that, somebody said he's a big old teddy bear. He is. Now I know him. I know him very well now. I'm just saying when I first met him, he is a big teddy bear. He totally is. Danielle?
That is my security guard.
You got a security.
Y'all
The
think,
security got security.
oh yeah, Danielle is a monster. Don't piss her off about me.
So I want to kind of touch on that because you're always looking for talent, and I know people, they get at me and they're interested in getting into radio, and so she said, "I am his bodyguard." I know that's right.
When I roll and I gotta deal with shit, she sidekick. When I deal with my money, she's right there. She's
right
serious
there.
about me.
Shout out to Danielle. Now, what is required? What do you require if someone was interested, whether they wanted to be a radio personality or they want to do maybe videography or they want to do, there's a lot of things that happen on the background, be an assistant or any of that. What is required and how does someone go about, doing that and getting in contact with you? Are you looking for any particular?
I'm looking for videography. I'm looking for photography. I'm looking for street team. I'm looking for anything that you can bring to the table that's going to increase this here. I'm with it. But know that this is self-ran. This is out my pocket. So if you think you finna come here and get a big ass check, rethink your drink. But what I will do for you is I will put you in a position to make your hustle bigger and better than what it is. If you do photography, I have a photography side of this company. I will put you in charge of doing that. But you're going to have to show me some dedication. Loyalty is something that you do when I'm there or when I'm not there. And you just got to be about your hustle. Constantly get at me about different ways of doing new stuff, being at different places, show initiative. Because when I was coming up in this game, there was no playbook to it. It was, okay, you're here now. What are you going to do for us? Mm-hmm. And you really had to show and prove. You had to
show
wiggle.
Your value, yeah.
And if you didn't, you were let go. Mm-hmm. So if you really want to be a part of this and you think you have something to do it, come holler at me. Send me an email, shadow.promotions@gmail.com. Have a resume. I'm cold with the resume. My street team people from the bond will tell you. If you ain't got a resume, don't bother me. But come serious. Come sit down with me, talk about what you want to do, and somehow, some way, I'll put it in. But when you start falling off, talk about you got lack of motivation because it's not really showing that it's showing a profit. Okay, well, you would have never been able to take a picture with that artist if it wasn't for me. You wouldn't have never been able to be in a position to go in that show without me. I can put you in position. Now, when we start making money, I don't have a problem with sharing it. If I make $1, we all split $1. Mm-hmm. If we don't make $1, I pay for breakfast. That's just what it is. Mm-hmm. But I came up this way. So when you sit up and you're like, I can't even get no money off of it, I wasn't getting money off of it. And I wasn't allowed to side hustle. Mm-hmm. I'm allowing you to side hustle as long as you loyal here. Mm-hmm. So come holler at me.
Mm-hmm. But it's like that with anything as an artist or anything in the music game or...
But these days, a lot of people think they're going to just walk into a check.
No. That the reality of it is, as an artist and in the music industry, whatever, you got to put in the work. You got to put in the work. You got to show and prove. You got to build a resume. So it's a good start to that. Opens up a lot of doors, for you, and you just learn the game because you now are networking with so many different people that do does so much. And I have to say, for myself, the ability to work with a lot of different magazines and TV shows, and I got D-Funk, this boy right here, resume goes crazy, meeting and knowing people from 103.5 and many other radio stations, artists, rappers, all that kind of stuff. It's a great opportunity for you to build your resume. So yeah, like you said, coming in with the mindset that you're going to get paid out the gates generally is not how it goes.
You have to prove yourself.
Yeah.
Well, I split $1, but you have to prove it to me.
But if you are interested and you have a passion, and this is something that you want to do, hey.
Come with it. I got you.
Mm-hmm. So, on the flip side, now, what artist has your attention right now?
Right now, I got a few. I got Bay out of South Sac.
Shout out to Bae. She'll be on here.
BBAE. She a little monster.
Mm-hmm.
I have Bank Doll out of the Bay Area. She is the homie's daughter. She's basically grown up underneath us.
Mm-hmm.
She got bars. She just did a song with Fab last year.
Yeah, you was
Bars.
playing her.
Atlantic Record is hungry for her right now. But y'all ain't talking the right amount, so fuck you. I got, excuse me. Oh, shit. I got too many. but mainly right now, bruh done come home. Bruh's come home. We in the studio. We done finished the video. That when I say bruh, that's Juice. Big Juice is out now. He fought his case, won, gave them people back years.
Man, it's been a minute. I remember last time I seen him was at a barbershop. Took my son to the barbershop
He was
the Thomas, and he was there.
He was falsely accused over 6 years ago, and
Yeah, that makes sense.
has
It's
been
about
in
that long.
college this whole entire time, and he had to fight his case for his freedom, and he's out now, and whoo.
Shout out to Juice. Man, pull up.
Oh, he playing.
Pull
so,
up.
He's playing. So we got that going. It's a lot of artists out here. I got Slim from Sunnydale Projects. Young Mac.
Macintosh.
That's a
Mac.
that boys. King Chase.
Yeah,
we looking out for him right now. It's a lot of stuff. A lot of good artists. R&B, hip hop. It is what it is. But those are my ones: Bay, Bank Doll, and Brother Juice.
Okay, dope. Well, y'all stay on the lookout, and I'm definitely show the ones he calling off gonna pull up here since he got
Facts.
his ear to the street. He listening for him. So, now as far as I want to kind of go back into history because you have broke a lot of artists that people don't even know about. So this is just to kind of just show your resume. Now, what artists did you break on the bomb?
Ooh, there's a lot of them. I did Guapale.
Guapale, I love her.
There was Dice from Taylor May. Shout out Deion Taylor, who's now a movie producer extraordinaire. I helped him with his street team work. I did, my God. Let's see, who else was it?
I know it's.
I helped with the Federation.
Oh yeah.
That was Rick Rock, Ken Smoke, Dooney Baby, Stressmatic. A lot of artists were broken here because I brought them here. We did Alicia Keys' first public performance here.
Oh what? What?
Yeah, her first performance was here in Sacramento off a show I built up here at the Crest Theater, and it was her first live show ever.
Wow, dope.
And she's so cool. Oh, she cooler than the other
She
side
seems
of the
like she
pillar.
is. I watch her videos. She seems
cool,
like she real down to
cooler
earth.
than the motherfucking Alabama fan. I swear to God. We've had a lot. Like I did Keisha Cole's first record release party here.
You told me about that. Yeah.
She had her single on the Barbershop soundtrack, and it just so happened because she's from Oakland. She has aunts and uncles out here. So I came with the idea of throwing a party, and she came and she partied with us at the club I had down in Old Sac called Shooters.
Oh, y'all remember Shooters?
Let's see.
Y'all remember Shooters?
A lot of the artists out of the Bay I broke out here because they were known out here, but they weren't being brought out here. I was one of the first people to bring DJ Quick. I did the Up in Smoke tour.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we were key factors in bringing that tour here.
I remember that. I had the Up in Smoke DVD.
The N1 basketball tournaments, we were key in bringing that here. Hell, I was the first one to drive the first Escalade in the West Coast in Sacramento, sitting on 24-inch free wheels.
No, shut
The
up.
very first one. Shout out to Ebro for setting up that deal and giving it to me to run with it.
That was part of the street team?
Yes, we were in the U-Bocker Cadillac, the bomb Escalade, and I had permission to go do what I do, and I did the 1-2, and I put on the first 24-inch spree wheels on the West Coast on the first Escalade in Sacramento.
Campaigning. And he got his boy over here. He co-signing. I see.
It's the truth. Everybody who's out seeing it, they saw it.
Yeah. Wow. That's
These is facts.
dope. That's dope.
I drove that thing like it was mine. I ain't gonna lie.
I know you was campaigning, like pull up game strong. I had to I want you guys to get a feel for who this guy is, because I get history lessons every day that I'm here. I hear so many stories about the experience that he's had here in Sacramento, all of the years, all of the artists, all the celebrities that he has met. When you come in here, you'll see pictures with all the celebrities from Destiny's Child to, I'm surprised you ain't got no with Michael Jackson, but he got everybody that you can think of with pictures from big dogs to your local artists as well. So I just wanted to shine light on you. I want to shine the spotlight on you, because you're always shining the spotlight on everyone else. And I feel like it is definitely due. And lastly, I just have a couple more questions. I just kind of wanted to get an idea, because we've touched on this before, about the relationship between artists and DJs. Now that there's a bit of a disconnect there. And what do you think that we need to do? This is for you guys that want to be DJs. There's a lot of online DJs right now. I get tagged in a lot of posts where DJs are doing it from home, whether they've been in the game a while or they're new in the game. And I just want to put this out there. If you are listening, please share the live, because this is something that I noticed that people are getting into, wanting to do the DJ thing. Where's the disconnect, and what do you think needs to happen to get artists and DJs to connect? Because back in the day, that was imperative. DJs were breaking artists, so I kind of want you to spill a little tea on that. Share the live. Please share the live, you guys, especially if you know some DJs out there. Tag them in here. And artists too, so we just kind of want to have a little bit of tea about that.
Back in the day, like you said, artists had to know DJs, because that's how you're getting broke. Internet came out, and a lot of artists got lucky. The first one who actually proved that the internet was strong was Soulja Boy, when he got signed to College Park. So everybody started following that game plan. You're never going to get a deal like Soulja Boy. That is one time only, kind of like Cash Money. You're never going to see another deal like that again. So now we have YouTube and the Spotifys and all this other stuff. It's the easy way of doing it.
Right.
But let it be known that major labels and even Apple Music and Spotify, they are tired of dealing with having to filter through all of the... You got to imagine everybody think they can rap.
Yep.
So
it's true.
As many people show up and send us emails and talk to you about it at shows, imagine across the country.
Right.
So these labels are now tired of that, because people can lie, you can buy views, you can do all that shit. So now they are actually getting ready to put the power back in the hands of the DJs. For example, Gary Archer down in the Bay Area, he has an app called Gauger.
Yeah.
That is key people in the game who can vote if we gonna push you or not. But we're putting it in the hands of people still, so you can sit up there and you can gauge how far you would like this person or not. Thus give it a name, Gauger.
Yeah.
But let it be known, record labels are tired of the bullshit, and they're literally turning over the game back to the DJs. Because the DJs are going to be out there playing it on the Twitch, on their live.
Yeah.
When the club's open, they're going to be back in the clubs, and they're going to get the feedback quicker than what they do.
Right.
So if you are artists, start friending some of these DJs. Start hitting them up, being polite. Because I was just in the clubhouse app the other day, and a lot of people complaining about motherfuckers is rude.
Yeah. Clubhouse. Y'all got invited to the clubhouse yet? Is y'all in the clubhouse yet?
That shit is crazy.
The clubhouse is the place to be, especially for artists.
Yes.
The music industry, yes.
So the power is going to be back in the DJ's hands. So y'all might want to step up your little political game, because just putting it on the YouTube channel is not going to be enough anymore.
Not enough, right. Okay, well, good. I appreciate you sharing that bit. And like I said, share the live, tag a DJ, tag the artist, let them know, because this is, game is always changing. So you want to make sure that you're ahead of the curve. You networking and doing the next best thing for your career.
Just remember this. The internet is a cool thing, but it's not the cure for cancer.
That part. Yep. And sometimes you can misdiagnose.
Yes,
so
Lord.
Be careful. Now, just a random one. If you can bring back any artist,
Oh,
I always ask this question.
always.
If you could bring back any artist and have the opportunity to sit down and take a picture with them, I'm gonna just put. I always put three out there. Would you like me to put three, or would you just like to just go off the dome with one?
I'll do three.
Okay.
I can do three.
So if you can bring back an artist, you know I'm gonna say Dre all day, Mac Dre, Nipsey Hussle, and I'll say Michael Jackson.
I got to choose one out of those three.
Yes.
I thought I was gonna be able to say three.
Nope.
Damn.
One. Who would you want to sit down, chop game with?
Dre, Nipsey, or Michael Jackson?
Michael Jack.
I've sat down and talked with Dre.
Mhm.
He gave me a lot of game. He came to one of my parties in old Sacramento with Keek when he first got out. I'm looking for that DVD still. God, I'm looking for it.
Shout out to Keith.
Dre's a beast.
Mhm.
He was before his time,
Mhm.
but he is in an older time.
Mhm.
Michael Jackson, as great as an artist, as great as a small god as he is,
Mhm.
a lot of it wasn't his play.
Mhm.
You know, a lot of people put him on.
Yeah.
He just was a great talent.
Mhm.
So it was easy to put him in places. So if I had to choose out of the three, I would have to go with Nip because Nip was from the mud up.
Mhm.
You know, he did his little thing, repping his hood, RSCs, you know, to the day he died.
Mhm.
But he had to take what he was given and he had to put thought to it and make it work. So
Yeah.
as far as being able to sit down and politic and get some good information and take a photo with him, because I missed a couple of the shows when he went to Seattle,
Mhm.
and even when he was here in Sacramento, I missed the show and I wasn't able to go sit up and talk to him.
Mhm.
I would have to say Nip is the one who I would bring back.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll take that one
There's
too.
got to be a reason, because
Yeah.
we can kick it.
Yeah.
I ain't finna smoke with you, I ain't finna drink with you, but
Right.
can I get some information?
That's right. Yep. Kick some game for sure. Now, lastly, where does Shadow see himself in 5 to 10 years from now? What can we expect from you? We in a
One
new
thing-
world. It's
one
gonna be a
thing-
whole new world.
One thing you're gonna be able to say about me is I saw ownership as being a priority. What the world is going to say about me, other than he's that nigga, he was really for his industry. He really was out to help people make their dreams come true. He was really for the people. He was really in support of helping people get on, young, old, this genre of music, new wave about dog music, you know, whatever the case may be. You're going to really be able to say, you know, as mean as you think I am when I walk around with a smile, you're going to really be able to say, like, when I helped you, I gave you my all. So I want to be known as the person who, if I have $1 and you need $1, you can have my $1.
Right on. Right on. Now, as far as what's next for you, we're going to talk about what's currently next for you. What do you got coming along? I know you're still on the tour, so I'd like to know, where's your next stop?
Next stop is going to be tomorrow, my last show. It's going to be actually my show. I haven't done the spotlight since November.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So tomorrow night I'm interviewing Jamie Jones from the Wild Jones podcast show.
Okay.
And the following week after that, I do believe, I got Big Omeezy from OLH Entertainment / Sick With It Records coming out. He got a new single.
Okay.
Calendar is filling up.
Okay.
Real big, real fast. So that's what's coming up next. I'm bringing the spotlight back out and doing it with a vengeance.
Okay. And then as far as merchandise, I don't have on my shirt, but I do rock my shirt around town. Hype Radio. I know we got Shadow Promotions. We got On The Real videos. What's up with merch? You got some merch? How can the people get some merch?
We working on the merch. The whole Black Dot Entertainment. I got a couple people company-wise who's working on seeing which way we want to go. T-shirts is cool. Hoodies is cool, but a lot of people want some different things. So we're shopping around, seeing what the best deal we're gonna get that we can be able to send worldwide.
I want some stickers. I've been trying to get stickers.
Everybody can do those stickers.
Okay, all right. And then lastly, I want to thank everybody that is tuned in and stayed tuned in with us. I know it's been a pretty lengthy show, but I really enjoy interviewing you, and I wanted to give folks the opportunity to learn about the man in the shadow. And so I hope you appreciate and enjoy the interview. But lastly, I want to give you the opportunity to give your socials, just in case somebody, I don't know where all to follow you. And any shout outs?
Get at me, Shadow_promotions. That's on IG. Connects to Hype Radio is Real. That is one word, Hype Radio is Real, the IG for the radio station. We also have On the Real Videos. That is at On the Real Videos, not DA. I can spell THE.
I say the DA, trying to say I can't spell.
See, in hip hop, everybody assume that we're going to spell it the wrong way.
Whatever.
I spelled it out to be different. But as far as the shout outs, shout out to you. Shout out to D-Funk. Shout out to Toast. DJ Ray the Barber, one of our DJs who's up there in Anchorage, Alaska now. Shout out to Goofy. We going to sit down and have a conversation. Shout out to DJ Don. Fiji. We got conversation coming up. DJ Tosh. My brother for real. Shout out and may you be looking over us like we constantly want to push your name still. Shout out to King Kahali because big influence. When I had issues, he was the one who I called. Shout out to my mommy. Mommy, love you to death. Shout out to my dad. Dad's whole thing is he wanted to create this monster and he got everything he wanted. Shout out to the local artists that have been showing the support here. This can't be possible if it wasn't for you guys.
Absolutely.
And I hope you keep spreading the word because we're willing to help everybody who's willing to be helped.
Yep.
If you come at me and you know every damn thing, why do you need me? Move along. Shout out to everybody wearing the mask. Shout out to everybody who wants this COVID shit to be over.
Fast, not slow. Come on.
God. Shout out to 40, who's been a real big mentor to me. Again, happy birthday to Bolo.
Yeah.
But you know.
Happy belated birthday to Be Legit. It was
that's
just his
right.
birthday.
Beela's birthday. That's right.
Yeah.
Boy, y'all sit down and smoke with Beela. You a beast. You know, it's a lot of people. You know who you are. Love you to death. Shout out Juice, Sunnydale Slim, Bay. Love you to death, little crazy ass girl. Yeah, that's it.
All right, for sure. Well, again, I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to interview the man. And he talking about he was nervous.
Y'all see the smile in his mask right now.
I was like,
I'm not blushing. I'm getting a little purple.
The pressure to interview the man, the owner of the building.
Spooky.
So I'm honored that you even, because you could have picked anybody. We do have other talents that he could have selected to interview him, and you selected me. So I really, really, really appreciate it. It means a lot to me too. So in closing, I want to make sure that you guys tap in with me next Thursday, the Queens table. We're actually going to be doing drip sessions, and I have an artist by the name of Shotty Bowl. Also have Siat, S-I-A-T. They both will be here doing a performance, so make sure that you tune in then. Make sure you guys are wearing your mask. I know I ain't got mine on. It's hard to be on the mic and with it.
I'm losing weight underneath this motherfucker.
But I'm glad he did. But when I get out of here, I do put it on, so don't worry. I make sure that I'm sanitizing all that good stuff. So make sure that you continue to be sanitary, be safe. One love to everybody. You guys have a great night. All right?